can dance.
Yeah.
If I don't have one of those things going in line.
Is that why I saw you doing those backflips backstage
Yeah.
earlier?
It's always, if I don't do 3 backflips in a row, I just can't go on. So I only got to 2 today, Jonathan, so I'm not so sure about us tonight. Well, look how beautiful they look entering that floor, all top 12. These are the power players in this division. They are highly ranked and doing very well around the world. Of course, it's North America's.
That's right, North America only. So we have one couple from Canada, and then the rest are from United States. But of course, we have many countries being represented here. They just live here in North America now.
I was going to say probably 90% of that field right now are originally from
Europe.
Europe.
Or, yeah.
This is the gorgeous, beautiful, and you'll see the twirling action of the waltz. So look at these couples, and of course, Igor there in white. She has the white dress on, just beautiful. And Katerina.
We have Rado and Zinja. Newer couple and doing quite well.
Yeah, Jonathan, honestly, I am very impressed with this couple. And if we get closer looks at Radu and Zinja, I mean, they may be small, but let me tell you, I can't remember when I've seen a faster quick step in their foxtrot. Is just gorgeous. Of course, now that we're on Stefano and Bianca.
Yep.
And we got a little
Emmanuel and
matching
Francesca
screen.
there, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There's
Here's
Rado.
Radu and Zinja.
You sometimes see when they're pivoting and turning, the guy is looking over his shoulder. So what it's doing is called floor craft. Oh,
Yep, we have a
little bump there, yeah.
Just what you were talking about.
Because often you try to check like in your left mirror, and by the time you make the left turn, somebody's gotten in the way.
You're absolutely right. And sometimes you don't see them out of your peripheral vision, and quite a collision can happen.
And I'm sure you felt the same way, Mary, when you competed. There was always 1 or 2 couples where you want to say they had bad floor craft. You just had to avoid them, because no matter where I would go, you'd always end up getting hit by them.
Yeah. Some people are like a bee to honey.
That's right.
And some, you know, I used to call them Tasmanian devil couple.
Yeah.
Trolling right at you all the time.
All right, we have Alexander and Veronica, recently married.
Probably going from like the tallest couple to the shortest couple, Radu and Zinja there. And they recently just placed in the top 12 in the world.
That's right. Very good result.
And here we have
Yaroslav, Lilia.
They've been doing very well in Europe as well. Very strong, tall, classic lines with this couple.
Sharp, facile kicks and footwork, promenade actions. Here we have Oscar and Lenka from New York. They've been moving up recently with a lot of great results.
Yeah, it was kind of going back and forth for a little while. Sometimes certain comps they do really well, and then they drop, you know, a few spots down, and they seem to be kind of catching on and holding a steady place now.
Yeah.
Of course, in the top screen there, we have Radu and Zinja. I think, look at his frame. It's just incredible.
Very still. And that's what's in the international standard. You're constantly moving, but you want your back to look like there's no wrinkles in the jacket, the shoulders are relaxed, and you're working so hard on the inside, but you want to make it look on the outside like there's no stress.
Yeah. And it looks like they're wearing a normal suit, but they really aren't, are they?
No, it's specially made, just like the ladies' dresses, but the guy's jacket, you can't wear a normal jacket. Yeah. Otherwise, when you lift your elbows, the shoulders go up to your ears.
Yeah, and actually, I think that's also the downfall if you do not end up getting a good tail suit. And most of these guys, and I know my past partner, was constantly getting new tail suits because he was never, ever happy, constantly trying to find that perfect suit that as you put your arms up, that the shoulder line is completely flat.
And everybody's different. If you look here at Andre and Anna there, Andre is probably one of the, we'll say, buffest guys there for standard. I mean, he goes to the gym constantly, like amazing physique. So he's got to make sure that jacket doesn't come up at all on the shoulders.
Yeah. He does have just when he was standing there, he does have such a nice natural slope to his elbows. But you're right, sometimes people, you know, especially guys when they work out too much, you know, they just look too bulky in their top line.
Yeah, that's why that jacket's so important. So Viennese, what we could say is the simplest of the standard dances. There's basically just 5 official steps you can do.
And in the top screen, you're going to see couples doing what we call fleck rolls left and right. That's when they're in a standing position, kind of on the spot, rotating round and round. And then they're going into the reverse turns here. These two couples, we get a good look at them matching how well their swing is.
For me, I would say the Viennese is often the easiest to judge, because you can't hide it with tricks and flash. It's just the 5 basic steps, and you can directly compare each couple really easily.
It is true. I do love seeing that comparison.
There's Vlad and Katya.
Yeah, they make everything seem like they're just floating on air.
Yeah. And they have been moving up lately, winning over in England in the Rising Star at Blackpool. So they're a couple to watch for tonight.
What a title that really is to have, isn't it? Kind of put under your belt of amazing
that's
kind
something
of goals
you want.
You want to be able to check off.
And this is once again, competitors, your next time, slow music, please.
Maybe we'll get a little look there at Alexander and Veronica, 137. Of course, we're getting a look at Igor and Arena, 286.
Foxtrot is considered probably the hardest of the standard dances, simply because of the continual movement across the floor and how tough the gliding footwork is to stay consistently connected to each other, yet maintain your movement.
You're absolutely right, Jonathan. The floor is your friend in this dance, and even though it looks like they're gliding with very little pressure, there's actually quite a bit of pressure that you're using, trying to keep it looking so light and easy.
And Oscar doing a great job of that. We have Christian and Christina from California.
I do love the lightness of Christian's dancing.
Again, makes it look very easy.
And of course, here's Igor, and he has a way of creating a presence that if any of those smaller couples come around him, you just probably feel it 5 feet away.
He's a mover. He's a mover.
He's a mover. I won't be surprised if they get a really great result tonight.
Yeah, they're looking very strong.
Of this professional international ballroom championship. Let's be generous with your applause and give a great round of applause once again to these 12 semifinalists.
So here's what I'd call the most dangerous dance, the quick step. just because everybody's moving so fast. If you make one wrong little guess on where another couple's going, you can collide really, really hard.
You know, the only way that you really truly see everything is only when they do the long promenade steps, and you'll see quite a few people doing one. They start off and will travel and promenade, and you don't have any worries. But once they start rotating at that speed, it's very difficult to see. Here's a long running promenade step. You can guide her to where he needs to take her, and it's much safer. But staying in promenade for a long time, not gonna lie, it looks easier than it is to kind of constantly adjust your body to make it look like, you know, it's just easy to stay in promenade. It's not.
Yeah, promenade, I think, is one of the hardest steps you can do to maintain the body position and the flow across the floor.
So we've got a little look here of Veronica and Alexander.
Look at that movement from Radu.
So quick, he makes it look so effortless. He has some serious pivoting actions and things like that in his quick step that just blows you away that they can keep their top line.
Stefano and Bianca.
Well, what an amazing semifinal that was.
Wow. I don't know, Mary, any predictions for the final?
Well, you know, I think coming hot off of the World Championships, I think a shoe-in right now into that final will be Alexander and Veronica. Yaroslav and Liliana 185.
Yeah, Vlad and Katarina, I think.
Yeah, Vlad and Katarina, and certainly Igor and Katarina.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking stronger than I think I've ever seen them. Be interesting to see if they go over Yaroslav tonight, because that's a possibility.
Yeah. We'll see what the judges think.
We now like to invite our judging panel to the dance floor for our next event, the semifinal round of our Professional American Rhythm Championship. If we can have our judges to the dance floor, please. 12 couples recalled to the semifinal round. Judges are recalling 6.
All right, well, we're getting closer and closer to that final round. This will be the top 12 coming onto the floor. And of course, there'll be, you know, let's see, did we have any that had passes? Nope.
Yeah, and I think here in the American Rhythm Professional Division, all the top couples in the world are here right now. This
of course, we're seeing for the first time Nazar and Arena. They had a pass. Oh, no,
yeah, they didn't have to dance in the first round.
They didn't have to dance in the first round. So you'll actually be getting a kind of a closer look at a few people that you might not have seen earlier because they were not on the floor.
Yeah. This is going to be a very contested semifinal. Based on recent results, I think there's 8 or 9 couples that have been in the final.
Just to fit in 6.
And the judges are going to be under pressure. And you realize it's not just the couples under pressure, it's the judges sometimes. Because you really want to, you know, mark whoever dancing the best that night.
Yeah. I think when you get to the top 12, as a judge, it's very, very difficult. So many people are dancing great, and they prepared so hard to be here at the Ohio Star Ball.
Here's Nikita and Anna in the white. Very tall, thin couple, but very fast. They dance 9 dances, so both they dance the smooth style and the rhythm. And here's our current United States champions, Nazar and Arena. Very confident.
I have to say, I just love their style. I love Nazar. For me, he's really the best male out there for me.
You know, they have fun on the floor.
Yeah.
That's what you see. You can see they enjoy dancing. Sometimes it looks like a job. They're having fun.
Yeah. And they're a perfect example of using light and shade, going from really kind of hitting it to having a really cool and easy style. And we're looking at a couple from New York.
Yep, Dimitri and Alina. They recently switched from Latin to rhythm and are doing very, very well.
I think it's probably one of the fastest move up into the finals. So they've hit a lot of finals this year across the country.
Yeah, they have been.
Course 359. They are United States finalists.
That's right, Vard Ninga. Now, Mary, I see so many different dresses out there. How, when you were competing, or these couples now, how do they decide what to wear?
Well, honestly, I mean, most female competitors agonize over costume design, what is the next look. A lot of times their coaches will help them out with that. But you have to, you know, you can't necessarily let somebody else pick something for you, because you need to feel like $1 million when you walk on that floor. You have to love your dress. And trust me, I've gotten a dress at the last second that was mailed to me, and I had no choice. I was going over to England to compete, and it didn't look anything like the drawings that we had.
Yeah.
I was devastated.
Well, we see Shane and Shannon Jensen in the bottom there. Fantastic little spinning trick. So on balance.
Yes, this couple is also a prominent competitor in the cabaret and exhibition and theater arts style, and they're world and United States and champions in that division, which will be coming up later. But
Here we have from
they are coming on strong, by the way, in the rhythm.
367, Aaron and Irina from Chicago. They just made the U.S. final a few months ago, and have got a lot of excitement and dynamics in their dancing.
Yeah, I think once you make that U.S. final, you definitely kind of get this air of confidence for sure.
There's Donison Yuki in the center.
She has a blue and red dress on. They are also finalists for how many years?
3 or 4 years now,
3 or 4
yeah.
years now. So they're kind of a solid kind of into that final.
Oh, and having fun there. Now you can really see the lead and follow there. The music stopped, he kept going, Yuki went right with him. That's when you know you've got a great connection.
Yes, absolutely. She absolutely looked like she surrendered into that movement. And that comes with time, you know, to make sure that the connections between the partners.
Cheer your favorite couples on, ladies and gentlemen, as our competitors take their places for their next dance. Let's swing. And music, please.
Here we go. This is a true American dance.
The All-American swing, you're right. It's a little bit of a mix of the jive we saw earlier in the Amateur Latin, and what's called West Coast swing, which is even slower, and then the swing, which is right in the middle. So they can steal moves from all those dances and fit it in as they feel.
Yeah, it's kind of the melting pot of all the swings, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every once in a while you see a little Lindy Hop move too.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a little collision. They were back with Nazar and Arena.
Wow.
They are absolutely on top of it, Jonathan. And you know what? They need to be, because there's quite a few dancers, and this is one couple here,
That's
Andre
right.
and
Andre and Natalie
that
have
are hot
been
on their heels.
Yeah, that's right. Natalie just has such beautiful legs and feet.
Yeah, she's absolutely known for that.
So on balance and so in control.
You know, a few years ago, she had a knee operation, and Jonathan, 8 weeks later, she was back out there
That's
on that
amazing.
competition floor. I have no understanding of how that was possible.
You can see, I think they're the only couple. They have no rhinestones on tonight, just in solid black. And to me, that's a statement of we're going to let our dancing
speak for itself.
Exactly.
And I think pretty much you can almost only do that, don't you think, when you're at the top?
You got to be pretty confident to do that. Yeah.
And swing time. Thank you, competitors. Who's your favorite couple out there, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, you'll have to let us know at home who your favorite couple is. I know it's not as easy in this top 12 yet.
Yeah, you really want more time to see each couple. But I don't know, to me what's jumped out so far in these first 3 dances of the semifinal is Nazar and Irina, just the confidence and the fun. Still so in control, so fast, but just enjoying the music and dancing. So here's the slowest of our 5 dances, the Bolero. We have from Wisconsin, Maria and Ilya.
She's absolutely stunning.
Wow. Nice sweeping movements. Almost sometimes the Bolero can be a little bit waltz-like, but still has the hip action and the sexiness of a rhythm dance.
This is a couple that does it so well.
A little whoosh there.
They do not look like they're caving under any kind of pressure, do they, whatsoever?
No. Everybody's on fire tonight. You see Dimitri there just leading Alina around, creating the shapes, creating her movement for her, allowing her to dance, I would say.
When this couple first started doing American style, they were kind of criticized, because their style or their technique was too international, but they've certainly gone way past that and
That's right.
Amazingly.
And Bolero. Thank you, competitors. Who's your favorite couple out there, ladies and gentlemen?
There's Nazar still playing with the camera.
And with each other.
That's right.
He is still watching her walk away.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, 6 of these couples will be returning to the final
Nazar
round
just
of
has
this
that
professional
type of
American
charisma.
Championship.
that
Let's give a great
I don't
round of
care
applause
who
to these
you are,
12
you can't help but love that.
Yeah.
Guy.
It's almost something you can't teach.
No,
you know?
you can't.
You can work on your performance and your impact, but just that natural spontaneity and that feeling.
Just it seems to come right out of his soul.
Yeah.
Well, here we go, the last dance. This will determine who is going to be in the finale here. We're going to get a good look at Natalie and Andre.
Donison Yuki, the balance on that, playing with the rhythms now. Aaron and Irina. If you remember some years back, Aaron's brother Jesse was a U.S. finalist.
Yeah, they look so much alike. I thought Jesse was still competing.
Looking good, Jesse.
Yeah, he's still looking good. He looks younger than ever.
Yeah, you can see often dancing's in the family.
I think it's quite extraordinary there to have 2 brothers make it into the finals.
All right, Andre.
Well, he's taking his moment. Just a little peek of the Jensen's there to end with. Well, what a fantastic semifinal, and we're so looking forward to the top 6. We'll be out just a little bit later.
That's right, Mary.
opposed. Thank you, judges.
I think in that division we had most of our couples, our top couples in the United States all showed up. I think there might be a little wiggle room for one new competitor in that final.
That's right, it's going to be close.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to present our amateur awards as well as our junior Latin scholarship awards for 2017.
Our first presentation is going to be for our amateur international Latin championship. Presenting the awards, please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Bill Sparks. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put those hands together. Give a great round of applause to these couples in this amateur international Latin five-match championship.
Well, I actually can't wait to see who is going to win this, but I have a feeling Tal is. But what's more interesting is going to be second and third.
I think Pasha's got second place.
Wrapped up? Yeah. I will say Alan is improving all the time.
Yep, every competition.
Your fifth place finalist from California, couple 784, Alexander Ivanov and Maria Zanina.
I'm a little surprised by that.
Yeah, you could tell in the expressions like,
Yep, and a little look to each other. I thought they were slick, classy.
yeah.
And I'm just going to say hang in there, chick, because you're going to both places.
Great placement. And you can see they look quite happy with that
Yes,
result.
they do.
Third position, placing third in cha-cha, third in samba, fourth in rumba, fourth in paso doble, and third in the jive. From South Carolina, couple 795, Silvio Antonio Anselmi and Eleanor Riccardi.
Well, that was a mouthful.
Yeah, but you can
Can
see
you
happy
say
with
that
the
name
result.
back?
They were no, you first, Mary. But I think they were fourth in two dances and third in three. So you see how close it was
a
between
close
third
one.
and fourth place.
Placing second in cha-cha, second in samba, first in rumba, second in paso doble, and second in jive. From New York, couple 590, Pasha Stepancha and Gabriel Sablo.
Great job, Pasha and Gabby.
They're probably thinking right now, what's it going to take to get over town?
And ladies and gentlemen, placing first in cha-cha, first in samba, second in rumba, first in paso doble, first in jive. Your Open Amateur International Latin champions from New Jersey, Gabriel Sablo, Tal Lipschitz, and Ilana Hesselman.
Congratulations to Tal and Alana. Great job.
Yeah, they were really quite on it from the very first step until the very last one they take.
That's right.
Full of energy, full of life, full of commitment to movement, and full of commitment to each other.
Well, great final in the Amateur Latin.
And congratulations. Great round of applause once again for your finalists and your winners, ladies and gentlemen, in this Open Amateur Latin Championship. Congratulations to you all. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to present our Junior Scholarship Awards. Our Junior Scholarships are an annual event very generously sponsored by Ms. Suzanne Hittman. Representing Suzanne Hittman, Mr. Bill Sparks. Our first presentation, our Latin Scholarship for our Preteen 1 competitors. Please welcome Leo Kolmakov and Alexa Sosna from New Jersey. The winners of our preteen 2 scholarship, please welcome from California, Daniel Novikov and Michelle Vishnevsky. The winners of our Junior 1 scholarship from New York, please welcome Daniel Nudelman and Chantal Kordakovsky. The winners of our Junior 2 scholarship from Florida, Jonas Terlekis and Ruby Castro. The winners of our Youth Latin Scholarship from New York, Krister Smits and Elizabeth Shlamove. And ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the Under 21 Latin Scholarship from California, Mitchell Itkin and Natasha Shevchenko. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a nice round of applause once again for all of our winners of our Latin scholarships in our preteen 1, preteen 2, junior 1, junior 2, young adult, and under 21 categories. Congratulations to you all, and let's have a great round of applause for the generosity of Ms. Suzanne Hittman, our sponsor for our youth and junior scholarships. And now we present our Best of the Best Awards for our demonstrations. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome out to the dance floor once again the winners of the Best Show Dance Division for the Fortney Foundation from New Jersey. We have Eric Kazakevich and Daria Andrea. The winners of the Fortney Foundation Best of the Best Ballroom Division from California, Tyler Lee and Angelica Lowe.
Hi guys, I am with the winners of our Amateur Latin, and wow, it was so exciting. This is Tal and Ilana. Wow, you came out. That cha-cha was smoking. Yeah? The rumba was my favorite, though the marks.
Hey, next time we gotta put a clipboard in your hands.
1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Samba was sexy. Paso doble. You jump like a basketball player.
Yeah, I was always good at leapfrog at school on my playground. So when it was time to make a crash, I was telling my coach I should do that, and then it's been there ever since.
It was amazing. You were so high. Now I want to ask you, jive. Okay, was he playing with the music, and you were looking at him like, I'm going to do another couple of these until the phrase of that music?
Exactly. Yeah, he was. Sometimes he will hear that the music is about to change, and then I'm like, oh, okay, it looks like Tal's gonna freestyle here. Oh, okay, Tal's freestyling here. Okay, and then we're good to go.
we got an educated audience, right?
I know, very good. We have to hide it better.
Not every partnership would allow that play between the two of you on the floor.
Who says I allow it?
Yeah.
He does it without my permission.
The truth comes out. Okay, but how about performing here? Ohio Star Ball, that audience is amazing.
It is. It is.
You gotta give it up to Sam and the whole organizing team. Like,
Yeah.
holy smokes, the lights, it's like a whole, I don't know if the audience can see, rainbow set up top. There's a real stage this year with like Greek shining columns. It's legit, LED screens, and then it filled up. So there was literally sections of cheering audiences that we could kind of play with. It was awesome.
No, you, baby, you were playing with them.
Like I said, because without her, with no neck, there's no head.
Well, without audience, there's also no performance.
That is so true. And then you went around and clapped hands with everybody. It was really awesome.
That was fun. A couple of kickball changes, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was fun. It was cool. Good corner for us.
Yeah.
Very
we
good.
Really thank them. We tried to thank the audience because it's inspiring for us.
And it's nice when they cheer. You know, they don't just sit there quietly. They're really get up.
It really pets our egos.
Yeah. Two-way relationship, so it's nice.
So for our flow dance viewers, and our crowd is getting larger and larger, they're going to watch you and go, amateur? Will you turn pro?
Will we, or when will we?
You answer that any way you want.
Of course we will, when we feel the time is right. We're trying to break through in the amateur fields and international comps and things like this. So it's still our little project, the amateur leagues. But then to turn pro, you really just got to register as pro in a way. So when it's the right career move, we're 26 right now, I'm sure we'll do it.
Well, awesome. Congrats. They're fantastic. We'll see you again.
And a quick shout out to our sponsors. Aida and Altiela helped us up with a dress. We lost our luggage and they gave Alana this beautiful dress.
Well, thank you guys. We'll throw it back.
Tommy, and congratulations again. We are now announcing the final round of the Open Professional Ballroom Champion.
Making their entrance down the grand stage. I think we've got the 6 best couples tonight making it. You can see some of the girls have changed their dresses for the final. So Ekaterina there going from white to beautiful blue colors.
As you can kind of see, that set is kind of massive. Quite the entrance this year for the 40th anniversary.
And Rudy and Katya from New York.
Well, I think Oscar should be happy he's still in that final because it was a tough one tonight.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Open Professional International Ballroom Championship finalists. Let's give them a great round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, here we go.
Congratulations.
Of course, we did have a look there of Rudy Holm. Originally, he's from Germany.
Germany, yeah.
Is that right?
Katya from Russia, so Dancing for America.
Well, of course. Beautiful pivoting action by Igor and Katerina. Blue dress, so we can kind of match it up there with Rudy Holm at the top.
Clear, clean movement.
And a lot of times these two couples go back and forth, so it's very interesting to see them on a split screen like this.
Well, out of this final, I mean, at least 4 of the couples in the recent couple of months have all beaten each other and gone back and forth, so this is a good night.
As we're looking at Vlad and Katerina, 123. Beautiful, beautiful, elegant couple. Very classy, very light on their feet.
But classy still with a lot of dynamics. Sometimes you see classy and it's a little bit on the quiet side. Definitely Vlad has a lot of power and dynamics. Oh, look at that shape, wow. I mean, Mary, how does the girl go that far backwards but still stay connected to the man's center?
Well, as far back as she is heading, she has to take her sternum and shape it forward into the arc. Otherwise, the lady could become very, very heavy in the partner's arm. So whatever you give backwards, you're giving forward through the body, and you can balance your head weight out against that. But if you take everything back, ooh,
Yeah.
he's gonna.
And your partner is going to yell
You're
at you.
gonna hear about it after you walk off the floor.
That's right.
But you know, with the taller couples, and if they make those shapes right, it's really, I mean, it's so dynamic against the smaller couple.
Yeah.
But as you can see, the smaller couples do make incredible shapes, but if they're next to Alexander and Veronica,
It doesn't look
and
as
you're in
big.
the
But I mean, if you look,
exact
every
same
couple that
line.
made this final is quite tall.
But you see in this dance, the taller couple is a little bit tougher, you know, but the shorter couples, their center of gravity is closer to the floor. They usually have a little bit more quicker and interesting choreography. But as you can see, look how powerful their pivots are, and they're a very tall couple. Of course, now we're pairing up Vlad, 123.
And a near miss
and
right there.
Veronica and Alexander. Of course, this, as you can see, a very staccato, stopping, changing direction, stopping again, going the other direction.
Igor and Ekaterina. I agree with you, Mary. Really strong tonight for them.
I won't be surprised if they move up a spot.
Yep. Rudy and Katya. Tango is one of my favorite dances of Rudy's. He's
Well,
so
that
musical.
It is looking really tight tonight, and I don't mean tight in a bad way. I mean that they are on it. Absolute staccato movement, such clarity, so much confidence.
And the tango. Thank you, competitors.
You know, it's funny, it looks like they're not even sweating, but I know on the inside of that jacket, those shirts, you could wring the water out of them.
I can't imagine that, and I know they're built for dancing, but I still can't imagine they're really comfortable to wear.
You know what bothered me the most was the plastic collar.
I think you must have loved it when you changed styles and went to the American Smooth.
Oh, absolutely.
And places once again, competitors, your next dance.
I don't believe anybody wears the tails at American Smooth anymore.
Not really, no.
Even we've seen a lot of guys go into the kind of the vest look and the longer vest and a half of this, half of that jacket.
And that's one of the differences with the smooth and the standard, even though they have, you know, the same dances in waltz and tango and foxtrot. Standard has kept that classic rules and characterization.
Of course, this is the beautiful Viennese waltz. And we're getting another shot down in the lower right side of Alexander and Veronica. And of course, this would be a dance I say they excel into because of their size.
Yeah, absolutely.
Their beautiful dynamic top line.
Here in the center, they're doing what's called a flecker roll, where you stay on the spot, and then all the other moves in the Viennese waltz is traveling.
And we're getting a good look at 185.
Yaroslav and Lilia. Very strong Viennese waltz.
Yeah, actually, I definitely think they're looking very strong too in this. A little stronger than their tango was looking.
I agree, Mary. The swinging actions, I think, suit them better.
And the Viennese waltz. Thank you, competitors.
I think if any of them were hoping for an early Christmas present, it would be certainly